Hey guys, Dr. Lynda Cramer, thank you so much for watching again. Okay, today I've got a question about heaven, which someone in one of my groups just asked, and I thought, now I know I had to wait to do a video today, because I was going to do one earlier. So, as I just show you my backyard here on a beautiful day in Queensland, Australia, I want to talk about, is disease an illusion? Okay, let's go there. Because a lot of NDEs, the ones who actually do go to heaven, where they meet loved ones or angels or some god like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, etc., they have healed certain injuries about themselves, which we would call miraculous healings, right? But is this miraculous healing? I don't believe so. So let me explain this. Because right now I'm doing some more research into this new book that I'm writing about how to be more psychic and more aware and everything else that we can be to be our 100% potential. But as I'm researching this, the more we live on a higher vibrational state, the less sick we actually become. So I was, in part of this research, I was on PubMed the other day, which is published medical papers. Now, we're talking here about peer-reviewed papers. Now, I'm not saying these are true, okay? It's up to us all to have our own discernment with what we believe, right? But in this paper, they were saying that grounding, which is when we connect to the Earth's electronic fields, when we earth ourselves or ground ourselves, we actually intake all these electrons that create higher ESP levels within the body. And what that does is it raises our vibrational state, because everything runs on frequencies and currencies. And when we are in a higher currency or frequency, or like a band wave, okay, if you want to call it like a bandwidth, right? So when we're up above that, we do not get the capacity to absorb into our body all the sicknesses and illnesses that actually exist in the lower vibrational ranges. So when you look at like the hippies from the 60s, how often did you see them sick? Not much, because they were out hugging trees, standing on the grass, singing and being happy. When you look at Jesus, Muhammad and Buddha, who walked amongst millions of people throughout their lifetimes, and most of those people were highly contagious diseases, carriers of things like polio, chickenpox, leprosy, and all these other contagious diseases. Why didn't these people like Jesus, Muhammad and Buddha, why didn't they ever get sick? Because they were on a different frequency to those illnesses. So in the comment that I just did to this guy on, I think it's a guy or a girl, I don't know, but on this Facebook group I'm in, they actually said something like, is it an illusion? Well, it is an illusion if you're not on that higher vibrational state, which is why I try and help you guys to raise your vibration so all this miraculous healings do occur. Because as I wrote in my comment, I've had a brain tumour, I've had throat cancer, and I've also had a broken neck. So how am I walking around and how am I still alive after having a tumour and cancers? Where are they now? Because I've got the scan results and the doctors are in shock that, like, my brain tumour and my throat cancer, like, they just disappear. It was only about a year ago that I had a CT scan on my throat and they said I had a inch lump in there. And then I went back 6 months later and he said, oh yeah, it's getting a bit bigger. This could be cancerous. But now it's gone. And I did not have I had no throat surgery at all. So when we look at contagious diseases like the flus, etc., out there is a lot of research now through medical doctors. Like, I love watching Dr. Joe Dispenza, so I like giving him a little quote. And he's a chiropractor. So he sort of knows a little bit about medical, a lot more than me. But he states that as soon as we up our vibrational state, we don't get all these sicknesses attached to us. Wow. So how do we do this? I'm writing a book, and I want you to know this book will not be on Lulu, because I don't want people to pay for it and pay other places like Lulu, Amazon, Booktopia and all these other websites, just to name a few, right? I'm not accusing them. But some of these places do charge exuberant fees to get someone's book. You know, I had a look at Lulu the other night, and someone bought a book of mine off Amazon, and my book on Amazon is $60 US dollars plus postage, and I got $4.50 out of that. So why would I want these big corporations to get the majority of your money? So I'm not going to play this game anymore with the corporate advertising. Yes, I'll get it out there so people can find it. But come to me and say to me, email me at Lynda at lindaray.info is my email, and it will be below in the description. Email me and say, hey, what books have you got? Can I grab a copy? Because I do put my PayPal link in there, because I know that everyone's struggling. And the more we say, okay, I'm not going to struggle anymore, I'm now going to raise my vibration up, and I'm going to beat this spiritual war that's out there, because we are in a spiritual war, guys. Okay? And once we say, you know what, I'm not going to connect to all this anger, animosity, fear that's out there. I'm going to love, and I'm going to be love, and I'm going to emit love to everyone around me. And the more that we do that, and we watch my videos like What is Unconditional Love, How to Acquire Peace, and we read the books with all the training and the tools and the exercises in my books about how to be more loving, how to be more kind. You know, I know a woman, she is one of the most sarcastic people on the planet, and she goes to church every Sunday. And I look at her, and I don't judge what she does, but I think, if only you could just acknowledge that being sarcastic is actually putting down and belittling other people. So I have all these in my books. If you want them, all you got to do is email me and say, can I get your books? You know, I'm broke at the moment, and I'm happy to give them away for free, because I want us all to win the spiritual war. And that's why I'm starting this new book about how to raise our vibration and to stay on that vibrational plane when we do get attacked, and when we do get zapped, and when we do get trodden into the dirt by all this negativity around us. So, is it an illusion? Well, I got sick just a few weeks ago, but look at what I was going through. Major dental surgery, stressing. Stress is the biggest reason why we get sick. So try, guys, and try not to get stressed over what is going. You know, when we surrender and we say to the universe, I don't give a heck what's going to happen today. I'm just going to trust that the universe has a plan for me. It's always worked out for me in the past. Everything, when I've been nearly, I had 2 weeks to get out of my old house before this house. 2 weeks notice. And I just went, okay, well, if it's going to work, it's going to work. I didn't end up in a shelter. I got this place, and it all fell into place. So everything does happen in accordance with how it should work out. So start to trust it, guys. Start to trust your instincts more. And if you say, well, I'm already doing this, Lynda, do it more. Because the more we keep raising our vibrations, and the more we keep grounding ourselves. Look at my grass here. I walk on the grass here with my bare feet, and I go over into the corner. I've got a couple of little trees over there, and I hug my plants, because plants are full of electrons that help us raise our vibration. Why do you think I've got Mary, who's asleep on my bed right now, so she won't come out and do what she did in my last couple of videos? But why do you think I have Mary? Because cats purring is one of the big ways of raising our vibration. Hearing a cat's purr is that resonance that goes through our bodies, and it makes us, believe it or not, more psychic. So if you do want to have more control over what you're doing in your life, how to be more lucky, if you want to call it lucky, if you want to have more premonition dreams so you can see what's coming in your future, which I believe are only memories, by the way, because we've already done this life before, because we've already signed up for it. But when we are tapped in to our highest capacity of our vibration, that is when true magic starts, and illnesses and injuries end. Hope you've liked this video today, guys. Love yous all, and I'll talk to yous all soon. Bye.